Hi, my name is Ajayla Rowland with Miller Grove Media, and this is your EOC Virtual Pep Rally. Now for a message from our principal.
Hello, I am Dr. Cersei, the principal of Miller Grove High School. We are at the end of the semester. Yes, it is almost time for summer break. We have about 6 weeks, students. At the end of the semester, as you all know, we take the EOCs, end of course assessments. Your teachers have prepared you all year long for the assessments. The standards that are covered in your classes are designed to help you be successful on the assessments. Whether you are virtual or face-to-face, you are required to take the EOCs. EOCs are only taken in 4 classes. The classes are biology, American literature, coordinate algebra, and U.S. history. We know you are prepared. So come to school on your assigned test date and do your very best on the test. Answer all of the questions. Eliminate answers that you know are not correct first. Also, eat a good breakfast and get plenty of rest the night before your test. Though the test only counts 0.01% of your grade this year, please put forth your best effort. The grade will be listed on your transcript. Again, students, do your best on the test. We believe in you.
Now for a message from our department chairs.
All right, Wolverines, next week we're going to get ready to gear up for the EOC. Now, we know this year is a year unlike any other as far as testing is concerned, but we still want to motivate you guys, those that will be coming in next week to take the end of course test. So I just want to go through a couple of motivationals for you guys. And the first one is blow that EOC away. All right, and if you're going to come in and take the EOC, guess what? Don't just pass it, excel. Now, you're saying, well, we know the EOC, guys, this year isn't going to count as it would in prior years. However, we still want you all to do your best. And guess what? It's not okay to know, but it's not okay not to try. All right? And so at the end of the day, guys, failure is not an option. So you've been hearing your teachers, you've been hearing Dr. Cersei talk about let's get those grades up. Let's get those remediation assignments done. Let's get those missing assignments done because, guys, failure is not an option. So Miller Grove High School Wolverines, we want you all to excel, do well, and next week, come in, no stress when you take the test.
Hi students, so we know it's time for end of course assessments and I'm sure you are ready. But I just want to share a few things that usually help me do well on tests that might help you do well also. So the first thing, you want to make sure you get rest the night before the exam. Make sure you go to sleep at a decent hour and get enough hours of sleep that will help you be focused the morning of the test. Also, it helps to eat breakfast. I know some of us say, well, I don't eat breakfast, but maybe just grabbing something light that morning to kind of help you once again wake up and focus while you're taking the exam. Even if it's something like drinking some water before you enter the examination room. Also, when you're working through test questions, look for cues or hints in the questions that might help you. So things like never or always, or looking at answer choices that might be very similar. That might be a clue to let you know that both responses could be eliminated, and you could probably find a better response for that question. And remember to answer all questions on the exam. You don't want to leave anything blank or leave anything up to chance by just not answering questions. So make sure that you answer all questions on the assessment, and you can do it. You're so prepared. We're here to support you. Good luck on your EOCs.
Well, hi guys, this is Mrs. Washington. I'm just here to share some tips and strategies to help you guys make sure that you're going to be successful on the EOC that's coming up. So the first thing is to start with a good night's sleep. Wake up and eat a healthy breakfast so that you're prepared for the exam. Make sure that you show up on time. What you don't want to do is feel rushed when it's time for you to take the exam. So make sure that you're prepared and that you show up show up on time. It may also be a good idea to grab a mint or some sort of hard candy. The test can be pretty long, specifically in American Lit. It's a 3-day test. So if you have a mint to kind of keep your mind focused, keep you awake, and that during that long test, that may be something that'll be helpful for you. So as far as the test itself, once it begins, make sure you preview the questions. That way, when you're reading through those passages, you're reading with a focus, and so you know what it is that you're looking to answer. When you're taking a look at the passage, try to break it down into sections. Break your passage down into sections and summarize each section after you've read it. Briefly summarize it, just in your own head. Chances are, if you can summarize it in 1 or 2 sentences in your own head, it's a good chance that you've comprehended what you've just read. It didn't just go in one ear and out the other. As far as the multiple choice questions, same thing that we've been working on in the classroom. Make sure that you eliminate those distractors, those multiple choice answers that you know are not the answer. Get rid of those. And it's usually 2. And the ones that you're left with, make sure you justify those against the text. The answer that you choose, make sure that you have evidence from the text that can prove that, yes, this is your answer. Or that, no, I don't have anything in the text that I can actually prove this is my answer, and then eliminate that one as well. So just keep those tips in mind and do your best. Thanks.
All right, now on to a wrap.
EOC, everyone's on and committed. 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 I said EOC, everyone's on and committed. Yeah. Tell me what's the problem, I can handle that. X plus 5, it equals 7. So the X is 2, but how you figure that? X plus 5, you gotta cancel that. 7 minus 5, it equals 2, you got your answer back. 104.0, take the EOC and you'll deliver that. I said take the EOC and you'll deliver that. I said take the EOC and you'll deliver that. That's the way you do it, Jack. If you want to graduate, good grades is what you need to accumulate. Just like in chemistry when all the gases fumigate. If you're feeling indecisive, you may have to eliminate. The process of elimination is a good technique to keep strong answers and eliminate the weed. Wow, B is close to C, A and D just ain't for me now. If you break down the test, you can easily scroll through it and eliminate the stress. Get the pressure off your chest, sacrifice to be the best, but you gotta follow steps now. EOC, everyone's on and committed. EOC, everyone's on and committed. EOC, everyone's on and committed. I say EOC, everyone's on and committed. Yeah. Are you test ready?
Oh, didn't see you there. Now it's time for our band segment. Now a message from our assistant principal, Ms. Owens.
Greetings, Wolverine family. You've guessed it, it's testing time. The end of course test begins next week, so let's take a look at our testing calendar. On Monday, April 19th, during first period, we will begin testing our biology students. During second period, we will test our U.S. history students. On Tuesday, April the 20th, we will test our biology students on part 2. And during first period, and our U.S. history students on part 2 during second period. There is no testing on Wednesdays. We will end the first week of testing with coordinate algebra, part 1 on Thursday, April the 22nd, and part 2 on Friday, April 23rd. Please note that the calendar and EOC schedule is located on our school's website. For the second week of testing, we will conclude our EOCs with American literature, beginning Tuesday, April the 27th for part 1, Thursday, April the 29th for part 2, and Friday, April the 30th for part 3. Again, there are no tests administered on Wednesdays. Students, please know that the EOC will count as 0.01% of your grade. If you do not take your EOC this spring, you will receive an incomplete on your report card. You will receive an incomplete on your report card. But you will have another opportunity to take the end of course test this summer. If you do not participate in the summer end of course testing window, you will receive a 0 on your EOC at 0.01%, and your final grade will be calculated, and your transcript will be updated to include the final grade, which means your incomplete will be removed. I know there's a lot of confusion regarding the EOCs this year. The state has reduced the percent that the tests are worth so that the impact to your grade is very minimal if it impacts your grade at all. So if you're coming to take your test, which can only be done face to face, I wish you well. Make sure you wear your mask, put your best foot forward, and do your best to pass the test. Don't forget to check our website often as we update it regularly regarding our EOCs. Thank you, and you've got this, Wolverines.
Signing off, I'm Majayla Rowland from Miller Grove, where anything is possible when we work together. Thank you and have a great day.